stood there for an hour and a half, me the student, I did the listening. And from that, I took the challenge and we developed the first Environmental Justice Committee in the NAACP in all of its 1,114 branches, colleges, and youth divisions in the United States of America. And it wouldn't have happened because it wouldn't have happened without Frank and Audrey Peterson. A little bit more history. Once we established that Environmental Justice Committee, because at first we had to establish it as a task force, and then the board of directors, not the board of directors, but the executive committee, of which I was a member, said, well, bring us a report in 90 days. So I said, we'll bring you a white paper. Okay? So the white paper was produced. Actually, Frank and Audrey wrote the white paper. It was put under my signature and Frank's signature as co-chairs of the NAACP Environmental Justice Committee. I was the chairman, Frank was the co-chair, and Audrey was the chair of our public relations, and that's what we did. We published it, the white paper, we published it. Frank and I were all the way up in Pompano Beach in an incorporated area with 18 community associations, neighborhood associations. White, black, young and old, rich and poor. One guy was a Cuban fellow who was the president of all of those. I mean, we had it going on. But inside that NAACP Environmental Justice Committee came something else. And that's where Dr. John Foss comes in. Because the issue became, how do we train people to understand what the issues really are? Dr. Boss and other associates, who was that? Dr. Cole. Jerry Cole, Dr. Jerry Cole, developed a curriculum and got the money for it. A 5-week course, 4 hours every Saturday. Community people learn all about what environmental justice is all about. Okay? And class after class, how many classes did you do? 5. Five different classes were done. So this model works, people. That's what I'm trying to say. It works. And this was 1998, 1999 when we did this. And Dr. Boss has been with us ever since. He was a member of our Environmental Justice Committee. He's with us today. He's committed. Okay? And this is the kind of thing we have to have. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about MIS. This has been one of my themes. When the late Leona McCoy was alive, Leona McCoy would, I used to go by the house sometimes. Leona McCoy would have books, papers, manuals, everything, 2 computers blasting. She was a student. She studied. And when she opened her mouth, she had all of the facts. She had the science together. She had it all together. And she was outraged that nobody would do what they were supposed to do who were in positions of power. Okay? And so it came to me, I used to say, well, if we used an MIS system to overlay census tracts and health areas and go to the medical examiner, and however you do it, to track some of these illnesses and some of these deaths in these target communities, such as the Wingate site area, we can so absolutely document undeniability, ladies and gentlemen, through MIS. We can document that these toxins and whatnots are killing people. We can document that these children who are stunted talents and functionally illiterates are that way because of the toxins that's been a part of their environment. We can document that, but we got to get to work. We've got the information, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the video. We got a lot of work to do. I know Dr. Voss's industry with himself and his students and whatnot. I know how hard he works. We're going to do something with this information so that we come up with what needs to happen next. Meanwhile, we're going to go forward for conference number 2 and conference number 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Voss, please come up and say something. Please, please. Dr. Jack Voss, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't have anything to add except to thank Al for all his work. Al has really put all this stuff together. I want to thank all the panelists. And actually, I want to thank my students who have worked really hard and showed up at 9:30, got food, and a great start. I hope to see everybody again. I hope to see more people when we do the next one and the third one. I'm sure Al has more in stock for me to do. And with that, I would say everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you during the next one. Thank you.